Hello and welcome to yet another episode of Hoods. My name is Joshua Short and I'll be your host this morning. Today we'll be looking at some interesting parts of Wicker Park in Bucktown. And to start things off, let's visit our first location.
My name is Marcus Delgado. I'm the manager of Iron Cycles Chicago. I did some work with a couple of non-for-profit bicycle shops in Chicago. That's kind of what sparked my interest in cycling, bike mechanics, and then Iron Cycles opened up with a focus in doing away with some of the cliquey aspect of cycling. Being in Wicker Park, we're just a little bit more accessible to people in general. So it's nice to have a place to educate people, basically, about everything from commuting to racing at the amateur level. We're a community shop. Iron Cycles was the key sponsor for a lot of local cyclocross races for a number of years. And right now, more of our donations go towards local schools. We have a pretty diverse spread of customers. We sell probably as many hybrids and city bikes as we do high-end mountain bikes, road bikes, and cross bikes. Sometimes we build bikes that cost more than cars do, and building them up from frames takes a lot of guidance, expertise, and time. Every customer that comes in here is looking for trust. They're looking for information, genuine honesty, because there's a lot of ways to do things, and talking to someone who's experienced, who's done it, and then giving you their honest recommendation is really important. So people want to have someone to deal with every summer, every winter, and get that same kind of advice. We want everyone who comes in here to deal with the same person when they're buying their bike or when they're getting their bike serviced. We don't like to pass off, customers. Sometimes you buy a bike from one person at other shops and you never see them again, and when you have to get it serviced, you deal with someone else. So I guess having that relationship established right away is really important to us. So that's what we strive for. Iron Cycles is located at 1375 North Milwaukee, and we're just in between the Division and Damon Blue Line.
If I'm ever looking for a new bike, I'll be picking mine up at Iron Cycles. We've got more from Bucktown and Wicker Park next. I'd like to move on to another location in Wicker Park and Bucktown, a place that styles up people's lives. And I'm not talking just about jewelry.
Hey, my name is Joseph Pierre, and I'm the men's store manager at Akira Men here in Bucktown. We've been in Bucktown for 12 years now, so I think we have a lot to do with what the trends that go on here in the neighborhood. This neighborhood has changed a lot in the last 12 years, and I think we've been as steady as can be here. A lot of people that shop here, it's just foot traffic, people getting off the train, walking home. They also go out in the neighborhood, so a lot of it's word of mouth. people will be like, oh, where'd you get that? And they'll be like, oh, just at Akira for Men down the street. And 3 owners, and they all lived in the neighborhood. So the owner actually, for this store, actually lives across the street. So it only made sense for them, I guess, to, stay in there. And they actually worked in the store. So I guess it was just easy to, wake up, go to work, close up shop. It's easy to watch and easy to control. Like I said before, we have 3 stores here, the women's, the men's, and then the women's shoe store. A lot of the people that shop here with us live in the neighborhood. They go out here in the neighborhood. So a lot of times we do see our fashion, and, out here in the neighborhood, it influences a lot of people. You get a lot of people from, coming in, oh, a guy was wearing this, this, and that, and he told me he got it up the street at Akira, so that always helps. We have a product from various prices. We'll have stuff that's 25 bucks to shirts and jackets, pants that are upwards of 500 bucks. So we have something for everyone here. We have streetwear, we have dress clothes for the dude that wears a suit to work. We have suits, we have sneakers, we have, boots, gym shoes. Dress shoes, whatever it is people need, we got it here. I think we're bigger than a lot of the boutiques that there are in Bucktown. We carry various brands, not just one singular brand. And like I said earlier, a wide range of product, Advertising is going to be like guerrilla advertising. We just try to keep, word of mouth. We try to keep in constant contact with our customers and our clients. Instagram's been huge for us. We'll post something like in a grid. We've been trying to develop it a little bit better. You saw us earlier when you walked in, that's what we were working on. So Instagram's pretty big. People see us and they'll call us, they'll ask for a size. Hey man, do you guys have this in a 9? And we're just like, sure, give us a call at the store, and we ship them out. We ship all over the country. So fashion to me is just, it's trend. It's whatever's popping, it's whatever's happening, it's whatever looks good, man. And if you think you look good in something, go for it. Own it.
I think I might just go Christmas shopping there. Now it's time to take a look into some fine handcrafted jewelry.
Hi, I'm Mary, owner of Beadniks. We have been open for a little over 7 years. So my business partner Lauren and I worked together at a financial firm and didn't really interest us, wanted to do something different, something in the creative field, something that would be successful in Chicago, and I lived in the neighborhood. We get beads from all over. A lot of the high-end semi-precious and precious gemstones are cut in India. Every year we go to the Tucson Gem Show and we get a lot of good stuff there. A lot of our vendors around the world, and we see them when they're in the United States. So we have so many different vendors. We get stuff from really all over. The layout of our store sets us apart. It's very, Evernoise tells us it's very visually appealing. I feel like we have a terrific staff of girls that are very talented, very friendly, very helpful, and I think customers really appreciate that. They like being shown a little technique on the side or help with a small repair. We do parties for adults and children. For children, we do 9 and up for birthday parties. And then for adults, we do all sorts of different groups. It can be a little family reunion. It could be a girls' night out. It could be bachelorette party, bridal, baby shower. We've got a nice space in the back here. So you can bring food and drinks, and it's a great environment for collaborating and being creative and mingling with friends. So in addition to parties, we also offer workshops. We've got an introduction to stringing. We've got a bead and chain. We have some other classes on earrings and bangles, and just a handful of different classes that are 2 hours long. And it's a really great way to really learn the technique. If you want to learn, you can always pop in and make something at one of our work tables. But if you really want to sink your teeth into it and learn a little bit more, a workshop is the way to go.
Wow, it's incredible how much time is put into all of those amazing handcrafted pieces. We have a customer here who would like to talk about her experience at Beatniks Jewelry. We're here with Deisha Draw, a customer who recently shopped at Beatniks. Deisha, how are you?
I'm doing well, thank you.
That's good. What was your first impression about the jewelry store?
My first impressions is that the store was very vibrant.
Okay.
It was set up, it was very organized. The layout, you had the different colors, the different textures. They were even organized sometimes through prices. So there was a lot of everything for everyone there. And so I felt like, okay, I like this store.
You've got some toys here. I don't know if you want to show that really quickly.
These are my first toys.
Wow.
So I created these more than 4 years ago, and very simple technique that I learned that day in Beatniks more than 4 years ago, as I said. And it's some wiring there that I learned there that first day. So the class was more like 30 plus minutes long, and I learned a lot of techniques with the pliers and the wires and the clamps and the beads, something that I can remember and take home.
That is awesome. And you said that the first day you learned how to do
Yes.
most of this stuff. Explain to me, how did they gravitate towards you? How did you say, oh, I want to do this? Did they come up to you and ask you, do you want to make jewelry?
Okay, no. First, I was just walking outside one day and I stumbled across this store in Wicker Park. And I wanted to go in really quick. I was really apprehensive about walking into this new store. And so I wanted to tiptoe in and tiptoe out, but it didn't really play out like that. The staff, they were so welcoming, and they immediately gravitated towards me like, hi, how can we help you? As if they knew that I didn't want help. But the lady, she was very relaxed about me wanting to just look around, and I found myself going to ask her questions because she was behind the cash register just creating her own jewelry. And I was like, how do you do that? And she's zipping through these pieces, these intricate pieces of earrings and necklaces. So
the interest and intrigue was there for a fact.
yes, yes.
That's really good to hear. So it's interesting because a lot of people love jewelry. It's a lot, I mean, who doesn't really? What would you say are the pros and cons of both when you were there, when you first actually went into this place, and then at the class itself?
The pro is that this place makes you feel like whatever you create is you. So if you're a simple person, you can create something simple. If you want to be really complex, they're there to help you. So when I went into the store, as I said, this piece, I wanted just something simple. And they helped me pick out the beads. Like, well, all you want is black and white. Here's the section with the black and white beads, and maybe you want to put a little bit of red in there. And they just pretty much allowed me to put my personality into my jewelry. And that's pretty much how they sold me on the bead and chain class, because the staff was like, well, you can go over and to view the class that's taking place right now. And the people were fumbling over the wires and using the tools. And I was like, oh, I can do that. But and by the time I finished watching the entire class, they had made some pieces like they were pros, like so.
What is I know it's very extensive making this, or is it? I know 4 years ago it was the first time.
Yeah, 4 years ago I was very apprehensive. Of course, it's not something like I can master this today. I'm not the jewelry guru, but the thing that I love about Beatniks is it gives you that confidence that you can create anything, and whatever you create is yours. It's kind of like own it. So I love that about Beatniks.
Beatniks is interesting. You said that you were just walking down the street in Wicker Park and you just found this place. You never heard of it before?
No,
Really?
But that's Wicker Park. Like, it has everything there, and this store just so happened to intrigue me. Like so.
What would you say to those who, not only those who love jewelry, but those who maybe not even know about too much jewelry? What would you like to tell those people about Beatniks?
Go there because you can create a piece that becomes you, and something that can represent you. Like, even to this day, people are like, oh my God, you must have made those. And I'm like, yeah, I have more, making more, you know.
Exactly.
So, and those are the kind of tools and that kind of confidence that you walk away with after being a customer at Beatniks, whether you buy something or not.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Well, today I got to see some interesting places in Wicker Park and Bucktown. In fact, I might just head down there after this show just to pick up a few threads, jewelry pieces, and Christmas gifts. But that just about wraps up all the time we have today. Make sure to tune in later today to watch more of the Hood shows. I'm Joshua Short, and thanks for tuning in.